What an ugly, ugly, ugly game for the Lakers this past Saturday against the Atlanta Hawks. They take on a Charlotte Hornets team where they're not going to have that many guys missing like the Atlanta Hawks did. It was an embarrassing performance for the Lakers against the Atlanta Hawks. Deondre Hawkins here with another beautiful edition of Lakers Talk Daily, presented by the most beautiful casino in the world. Pechanga Resort Casino, that is. And you can play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, the official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Skip the traffic. Head on over to Pechanga Resort Casino just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888 Pechanga for reservations and for more information. Damn! Whew! The Atlanta Hawks are missing Trae Young, Jalen Johnson, Kristaps Porzingis, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Luke Kennard. They're missing five of their main guys. And guess what the Lakers went out there and did? Zero energy, zero effort. There was people hitting me up on Twitter, on Instagram, were the Lakers out late partying in Magic City last night? Because that's how their energy and effort looked on that basketball floor on Saturday night. And I get it. They played down to the Atlanta Hawks. Is that possible? Yes. The Lakers were due for a bad game. Hell, they started the season off hot, 7-2. They are going to be due for one bad game. It happens. I heard Michael Thompson on the call with John Ireland, and he said it himself. You know, games like this happen, Ireland. And I'm going to have a little bit of pushback against that. Games like that happen, but not to a team who's missing five of their main guys. Five. And it's still too early. I understand. I get all that stuff. But again, what kind of guy would I be if I'm not going to keep it real? That is embarrassing. You're letting Mohamed, I hope I'm not butchering his name, Mohamed Gueye, go out there and put up a career high against you guys. His career high was only 19 points. You let him go out there and do whatever they want. The Atlanta Hawks were able to push the basketball whenever and whatever they want on that basketball court on Saturday night. The Lakers had no response to them. No response when they came out there in that second half. They're down by as many as 14, and you see it. The energy and effort was just not there. And then JJ Redick, he waves a white flag. All right, you guys want to play tonight? I'll sit you guys down. I'll let the role players get in there and try to do some work. And that wasn't the case. It was just an all-around bad performance. Turnovers left and right. 19 turnovers as a team for the Lakers against that Atlanta Hawks team missing all their guys. Unacceptable. It is unacceptable. And it's like the Lakers, I get it. Austin Reaves didn't play. Gabe Vincent didn't play. LeBron James still not in the lineup. But still, you got Luka Doncic, Rui Hachimura, DeAndre Ayton out there on the basketball floor. You telling me that those are the Lakers' top three guys can't win a game against the shorthanded Hawks? JJ Redick he let out his frustration. He let out his frustration and said, yeah, we were just not ready to play. It's not a good performance. We're going to talk to the guys. That is unacceptable. And I don't know what went into him going into that game. I'm going to believe that they played down to the Atlanta Hawks level. But it was honestly bad to watch. It was really bad to watch. Just literally seeing the Atlanta Hawks. Don't get me wrong. They shot unconscious in that first half. The Atlanta Hawks weren't missing nothing. Well, yeah, you wonder why they weren't missing nothing? Because they were able to get to the lane, kick out, wide open three, bang. Drive the lane, kick out for three, wide open shot, bang. And you know what really, really rubs me the wrong way is after the game. Atlanta Hawks guy, Dyson Daniels, probably one of the better defenders in the league. He is a force on that defensive end of the floor. They asked him a question about, how was it knowing that you have five guys out? How fatigued were you throughout the game knowing that you had to guard a superstar like Luka Doncic? You know what his comments were? Yeah, we were going to be a little concerned going into it, knowing that our rotations were going to be limited, knowing we had guys out, but didn't really get that tired because the Lakers don't really run the floor. They didn't really have a fast pace to the game. So that's kind of what made it a lot more easier on us on the defensive end of the floor. And I went back and watched them like, damn, he's right. Lakers play slow. The Lakers play slow. There's a reason why they're in the bottom half of the league in transition points. But the Lakers are in the top half of the league in field goal percentage and points in the paint. But they weren't getting any of that. Every single jump shot, not in the paint. Force three. Watch Luka Doncic shoot a 30-footer. Which, does he make them? He does. That's what we have Luka Doncic for. He's a shot taker and a shot maker. And he's one of the best players in the league. But at some point, it's like, all right, when are we going to get a real shot? And that's what it's going to come down to in games where there's going to be a higher level opponent and there's going to be a real test real soon after this Charlotte Hornets game. And you guys know exactly who I am talking about. But they got to shake this. They got to shake that game off because guess what? The Charlotte Hornets, they're a team. They're going to want to beat the Lakers too. They're going to play hard. They're going to run the floor. What different things are the Lakers going to do? Austin Reaves is still questionable with a groin injury. We'll see if he gets in the mix. But, whew, I was not expecting a game like that, and especially the way that they lost. It would make it different if it was real competitive and the Hawks were out there just, again, shooting unconscious and just going neck and neck with the Lakers. But, man, the Hawks got that lead, and they did not look back. They kept on applying pressure and putting it on the Lakers. But they got the Charlotte Hornets tonight. We'll talk a little bit about that game. Right after that, my partners at Pechanga will give you guys a quick word.
At Pechanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official Indian gaming sponsor of the Lakers.
Lakers, Charlotte Hornets, look, go out there, get the job done, man. Do not come out flat in that first quarter. You come out there, you punch the damn Charlotte Hornets in the mouth. You do not look back. JJ Redick should put that in their mind that you put the foot on the gas, you do not look back. Get up to 20, get up to 30. Go out there and make a statement because now the speculation is the Lakers are going to be in a little bit of trouble. No, that should not be the case. One bad game. It's all right. I remember this last season when the Lakers played against the Miami Heat and they got killed. And they responded well after that game. Ever since they responded well after that game against Miami Heat. How are they going to respond after getting, after getting their butts kicked against the Atlanta Hawks, the shorthanded Atlanta Hawks team? We'll see. But unacceptable loss. And they got to come out there with better energy and better effort. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in. We out.